What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we are in the garage again. Not really an exciting video, but something that I wanted to go ahead and do now that I have time. As you can see, the interior is completely out of the car. Well, what's left of the interior. As you can see here, I started kind of masking up things and taking things off so that I can go ahead and finally clean up the interior. I want to paint this all super nice black. As you can see, I got a lot of things still to take off and clean up. Like, there's still sound deadening that I want to go ahead and take off. I got to drill out the spot welds for that little cross speaker thing that was here, so I can clean that up. But yeah, overall, what I really want to do is get it all cleaned up, give it a good wipe down, vacuum everything, and then, you know, lay down like a primer, and then probably just gonna repaint it black. I wanted to look for something that had maybe like a little flake in it, just to kind of be fancy with it, but we'll see when we get to that bridge. But yeah, so this is gonna just be busy work, but nothing crazy. If you guys are interested in doing this at home, it's a lot of work and it's gonna suck, definitely, but I think the end result will be worth it. As many people say, prepping is always the best thing, so if you have good prep, it should come out good. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to focus a lot on preparation and getting this to the best of my ability. So yeah, stay tuned. I'm gonna probably set you guys up and just keep it going. All right, guys, so as you can see, I got an electric sander. Shout out to Chris for letting me borrow that. Yeah, got some sandpaper on there. Pretty much just gonna time lapse a lot of this, just because I'm gonna be mainly making a lot of sound and sanding. So go ahead and set you guys up so you can see the process. All right, guys, bear with me as I am holding the light. So I wanted to go ahead and give you an update. So far, I got most of this, I guess, sound deadening stuff off, you can say. So that's all pretty smooth. Looks like shit now, but it will look better once it's sanded a little bit more, and then we can get a primer on here. But as you can see, I'm working in this corner. I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit. Again, I'm not trying to go too crazy, because remember, it's not a show car. I could really care less about it being super pretty, but I did go ahead and get most of this stuff off so that at least the paint job will look as decent as it can. So yeah, I'm gonna keep grinding here. All right, guys, don't really know if you can tell, but I did a little bit more work in here today. Got a couple more things prepped and wrapped up. I wrapped up the harness over there, wrapped up this lower harness here. So the only thing that I'm really missing right now is I have to go to Home Depot and get a spot weld drill bit so that I can take this piece out, and we're gonna do the same thing on this side. And then once those are out, I think I might get like some, I don't know if it's Bondo or JB weld or whatever, just something to fill in the holes for the spot welds. We'll sand that up a little bit, do one more full sand all around, vacuum everything up, give it a good wipe down, and then start with a primer. I'm gonna probably paint it all black just so it matches the car, but we'll do it in steps. We'll do a primer coat, then you know, a couple coats of the actual paint, and then maybe a couple coats of clear, just so that it looks, you know, nice and clean. So yeah, once I get the spot weld drill bit, I'll check back with you guys, and you guys can see the process of that. I've never done that before, so that's definitely going to be fun to learn. Yeah, so hopefully I don't drill a hole completely through the car. But yeah, so let's see how that works out. you can see, the back of the Z looks like a episode of Dexter. This is not a sponsored video. It's, even though it's a really good show, you guys should definitely watch it. Yeah, so I'm setting up, probably gonna wrap this side. I'm also gonna probably put a sheet blocking off the front side of the car. And yeah, so I'll go ahead and set you guys up while I prep. Then I'm gonna probably drill out those spot welds, as you guys can see right here. I bought one of these. I hope it works, to at least get it loose enough to where I can pry that whole little thing out with like a pry bar or hammer or something like that. So let's pray for me, and yeah, enjoy. All right guys, so as you can see, the Z is pretty much prepped. I am gonna put a plastic on the inside, like I said. I'm just gonna go eat because I'm starving. So we're gonna go eat, then we'll probably drill out the spout welds, and then we'll put up the sheet, and one last little sand, vacuum clean, and ready to spray some primer. So stay tuned. So as you guys can see over here on the right, we went ahead and got all the spot welds out, drilled, took all that stuff out, all around there, all around here. Still got to do that side. As you can see, that metal piece is still there. But yeah, this is more weight reduction, I guess. But finally got that all out. I'm gonna putty over the holes and sand them down and make sure it looks somewhat clean before painting it. But yeah, that's step one. I have to do the other side, but I'll do that too. All right guys, finally ended up finishing all this. So I got everything out, both sides all done. As you can see, yeah, don't rank me on the wrap of the harness, but got that all out. I grinded down the little things that needed to be grinded down. Now I'm gonna be filling some of the holes because I really don't like how they look. Fill a couple of the holes and then let it dry overnight, vacuum, probably do one more sand, and then yeah, ready for paint. This has been taking forever, honestly, but it is what it is. I just wanted to try my best, especially since I have the time to do so. So yeah. All right guys, well, it is the next day. As you can see, we got everything all pretty much set. I sanded everything, I puttied some of the holes, I cleaned everything up to the best of my abilities. So now I'm just gonna send it, and I'm just gonna paint, and hopefully it all comes out good. So first step is primer. I'll probably give it a couple of coats of that, and then move on to a actual gloss black paint. That's what I am gonna be using for the back here. And then a couple coats of clear coat after that, because I really do want it to, you know, shine and look solid for what it is. So yeah, stay tuned. All right guys, so I laid down the first coat of primer, at least in the rear area. It looks pretty good. I mean, obviously black hides all the imperfections, at least most of them. So yeah, it's coming along good. This is the first coat. We'll go ahead and get a second coat on there once this dries up, and I'm probably gonna primer everything here in the rear first and then move to the inside. All right guys, so I don't know if the camera's gonna be able to pick it up as well as it is, but laid down a coat of primer pretty much on everything that was going to get painted. So I'm letting that dry a little bit, and then I'll probably go over it with a couple more coats, and yeah, moving along good. It's actually looking really nice. It's better than I expected. Granted, I'm not a professional, so this is your rattle can garage paint job, but definitely looking better than it was, man. I can't lie. So yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome back. So as you can see, I did get a couple coats of gloss black paint down on the car. I finished that up. I gave it probably about 5 coats in total on the trunk side and on the back side over here. And now what I did was I went ahead and sprayed clear coat. I put 2 coats so far, so it's not finished yet, but it is looking a lot better. Granted, like I always say, I'm not a pro at this. I'm not a painter. I'm not a professional, whatever. This is literally a rattle can paint job in my garage. So not really trying to make it as fancy as possible. This is a race car, not a show car. So yeah, but I mean, it looks pretty good. I mean, the camera's really not picking up how good it looks. It almost looks like faded there just because of the lighting. But once I get it all done and it's all dry, I'll take it out into the daylight so that you guys can see it a little bit more, you know, with detail. Not too hard, just really a lot of prep and a lot of like drilling out spot welds and scuffing things down, sanding metal, and it's kind of a pain. In reality, if I ever got another Z, I would never do this unless like it was like urgent and I needed to do it. But you know, I think it looks good for what it is. And yeah. All right, guys, well, after watching multiple clips of me doing the same thing over and over and over and over, I didn't want to bore you. So as you can see, I already started taking off some of the things that I used to prep. I took off some of the tape. So this is how it looks. It's all right. I mean, for the money that I spent on paint and, you know, the supplies, I'm okay with it. It took up a lot of my time while I was here, and it definitely looks a lot better. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take off some of these other things up here, and yeah, probably clean up the interior, give it a good vacuum, put the seat back in, drive it around, see how she feels, check all the fluid and stuff. So yeah, but here's how it looks. I don't know how you're gonna see it with the light. It kind of looks like gray, but it's black, I promise. So yeah, not bad. The hardest part I would have to say is probably drilling out the spot welds and actually cutting this little thing that's here, but I already had that done, so it wasn't too terrible. But I can definitely see someone starting this project from beginning to end, they're gonna hate their life. But I mean, if you're building a race car, if you're gonna put a cage in the car, or just, you know, want more space, I mean, it is beneficial, I guess. All right, guys, so as you can see, I already got a little bit of the interior, what's left of it at least, back into the car. I gave it a good wipe down, clean. It looks pretty good. I can't complain, you know, for, like I said, as cheap as it was to go ahead and do this in my garage, I can't complain. So yeah, if you guys are enjoying it, give us a thumbs up, comment, let me know what you guys think, whether it's terrible or it's great. We appreciate it all. I know this is kind of boring, to be honest with you guys, because in reality, there's not much content out there to make it. Look at this guy. What the hell? Not much content, really. I am going to be trying to do more things. However, with this whole coronavirus, you know, things are a little bit slower than normal. So, yeah. But I'm hoping you guys are all staying safe, washing your hands. And as always, thank you for watching.